and Travis Kelce's soulmate synastry. We have to talk about it. There's so much karma in these two folks' birth chart. We are going to break it all down. I have so many notes to talk about. I personally love this pair. I think that their connection is a hallmark moment for the both of them and a huge milestone in their life. But I do have some disclaimers to say. Part of the reason why I'm so forgiving towards the karma that they have in this relationship is because of their age. Both of them have already gone through their Saturn return and are well past that stage of life. As well as having experienced several relationships, this is typically a really good age to settle down and get serious with another person, because you've gone through it all, you don't have time to waste, and you're also way more mature and successful in life. So you're genuinely happy to co-create with another person. If they were any younger, I would have red flags written all over this. We don't have times on these birth charts, so they are based on placements only. Hear me out. He is a Libra Sun, Sagittarius Moon. She is a Sagittarius Sun, Cancer Moon. I want to start off with their make it or break it astrology, which is the karmic foundations of this relationship. Both of them have the North Node in Aquarius and the South Node in Leo. Had these two came together at an earlier age, there would have been so much emotional turmoil that would have inhibited them in connecting, because it would have been a more egoistic approach to one another. And this is the crash and burn that would have happened had they met any earlier in life. So again, remember that timing is so important in this connection. Natives with the South Node in Leo have such a strong sense of leadership and desire to have some form of empire. And it is the remembrance of having ruled and been in leadership positions from past lives. Taylor and Travis have dedicated their time in building businesses that are empires and highly recognized. And again, this has a lot to do with their Saturn in Capricorn, becoming the master and ultimate professional in their fields. What happens is, now that these two are established and their empires are fully at the top of their game, they have enough space in their life to do the personal work that it requires to walk together. So now you find them in a place in life where they want to likely build their families and give back to the people that they love and the communities that have served them as well. Now, these are generational souls. I like to say that when people have the same North Node in the same year, typically these are souls that have been born from the same nebula, all agreed to come into the world at the same time. There is a soul contract agreement for this age group from 89 to 88 babies of having the same life path trajectory. This shows me the bond, the instant familial energy that came in when they met. It was a soul alarm that went off that said, I know you. I'm supposed to work with you in some way. So through this, we're seeing the sketch of a power couple, essentially. Now, their Venus and Mars placements are borderline perfect. His Venus is in Scorpio, her Mars is in Scorpio. When I tell you that these two are engulfing each other, they are consuming each other for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That is XXX energy, okay? That is, woo! They are completely physically satisfied with each other, all right? The desire is there. The emotional intensity is there. It's just all working for them, okay? But what I want to emphasize is that now you are looking at a couple, which I haven't seen Taylor's history and the guys she's dated astrologically, but what has happened here is the deadlock. This is the deadlock. Taylor and him have created such intimacy. I'm pretty sure that they have said, done, expressed things to each other that they never, ever have with other partners. The intimacy is here. The safe space is here. And that is unbreakable. This also creates a plutonic relationship where there's intensity of Pluto Scorpio energy, which a lot of people debate as a twin flame connection. Taylor Swift's Venus is in the same sign as his North Node. It's not too close, but given that it's in the same sign, I'm inclined to think that she expands his world. She is able to tell him there is so much more that you can do with other people and through a relationship. And this is why I feel like this is such a power couple. Taylor is bringing a lighthouse energy into his world of possibilities through relationships. In today's age, there's a lot of stigma conversations and opinions about a woman and her desire to have children as a working professional. So what the astrology in these two does suggest is that Taylor Swift would be more inclined to see a future and a father figure for her children in this guy. What's his name? I forgot already. In Travis. The idea is her vertex is at 9 degrees of Cancer, so is his Jupiter. So you have one of two things here. They see teachers in one another. She sees the teacher in him, and she is completely in awe of what he has to share with her and inspires her to even grow bigger as a person. The other is, this is the father of my children. Okay. It would be such a natural expression, a natural no-brainer in a way that she probably hasn't felt in other guys that she's dated. So it wouldn't surprise me if they end up having children together. Now let's talk about some of the potential red flags that I see. And this is always a possibility that can take place. So Taylor ultimately does have the Sagittarius sun, and that automatically puts her into the masculine side of this relationship. The good side to this for Taylor is that he feels so comfortable with her that he is able to share incredibly deep emotions, and something that she probably appreciates with her Venus, her Mars in Scorpio. So she loves that vulnerability that he can offer her. But again, it still puts him in the feminine space and her in the masculine. So this puts her in the leadership position. Depending on her personal values and goals, it puts her in the driver's seat. It puts her in control, and she's the one leading and growing the relationship. Little gap in her finding her feminine energy in this relationship and dropping down into a softer side of her. And it can breed a little impatience in growing the relationship as she's ultimately going faster than he is comfortable with. But again, this could work for her as being the mogul that she is and needing enough space to still run her world. Another red flag is on his side. We do have the South Node in Libra, which will go over his Sun and Mars in about less than a year. And so he is going through a really big transformation in his personal life. How that is going to affect this relationship is we're going to have to find that out. Okay. How his ego death / personal development journey will affect this relationship, we don't know, but it is a huge transit for anyone to go through. When that South Node hits someone's Sun and Mars, that's his masculine energy, which I already mentioned that his masculine energy is at jeopardy in this relationship. So we have to kind of keep an eye out to how he will process that reinvention. That's what I have right now. I still have so much more to share, but if you want to ask any questions, start a conversation in the chat, let me know. I will make a part 2 or something.